In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. TenexToken. Play smart, play discreet.
All right. Yeah. This is Colin McGuigan for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by the victorious Pat Brown. Just looked at home in there tonight.
Pardon?
You just looked at home in there tonight.
Yeah, you got to keep composed at that sort of level. I said it in there after. When you're at that level, everything's all about patience and you can't go rushing in. But when I seen that I clipped him and I hurt him, I didn't let him off the hook.
Whenever you landed, I think it was in the second knockdown, right? Whenever you landed, did you notice Nige get up and just tell you to calm it down a little bit?
I always look over to the corner just for extra advice, but I know not to get too giddy because as an amateur, as soon as you're rushing in, when they're the weakest, they're also the most dangerous, and he certainly was. On the last knockdown, he caught me a little bit because obviously he was swinging wild. But in them sort of exchanges, I'm not a fighter to tuck up and I'm getting you out of there.
Does that add fuel to your fire when you get caught in an exchange like that? Because Jamie kind of suggested that that's the worst thing that can happen to your opponent because then it just gives you that extra spark.
Yeah, when I get hit, it definitely gets me revved up more. Yeah, I would take one to give one because I always rate myself over them in terms of punching. So if they want to take one to give one for me, it ends up like that.
In terms of the pressure involved, Eddie's kind of put you on this pedestal and he's saying all these things. Do you feed off that pressure? Does that make you better? Does that make Pat Brown better, you feel?
I wouldn't say it makes me better. If anything, it probably my head gets a little bit too full, to be honest. Because obviously pressure, when you want to get to the top, you're always going to get loads of pressure, aren't you? So you just got to get used to it, and I'm slowly getting used to it here and there. Obviously, each fight, it's not just a little step, it's a huge step. I've gone from obviously boxing in Birmingham on my second fight, and then, my third fight was in Manchester or Birmingham, can't remember, and then I went to Belfast to Windsor Park, and then I'm all the way to here, so it's like big leaps as well. So I'm kind of just learning a hell of a lot as I'm going along.
Before I bring Sam into this, has anyone sent you anything about your name online?
Has anyone what?
Sent you like what people have been saying online?
I've not seen anything, no.
I typed your name in straight after that, and the American fans are going absolutely berserk over you. I think, a lot of people maybe didn't know who you were coming into this tonight. When Eddie spoke about you the other day, I think there were people saying, who's Pat Brown? And even on our interview, have you seen any of the reaction?
Yeah, the guy at ringside was saying that he's Rocky Marciano. That's what they just said. It's like a young Rocky Marciano. So it's not.
Do you think a star's been born in America tonight in Pat Brown? Because that's what American fans want.
Honestly, I think after the Grandoni fight was like there was a load of pressure. It's new, but then the second fight you saw what kind of fighters, and the third fight against Oakford. I think Oakford was the turning point because Oakford was the one where we was all being told that he's going to be respectfully to Lewis Oakford is a good fighter, good English level fighter, and Pat, with the way Pat dispatched of him was special. And I think after that was the point when I think a lot of people that know about boxing know that he's different. He's just different. Once in a generation fighter.
In terms of getting this guy sparring now, is it going to be tougher?
It's tough anyway to get him sparring. Really is, honestly. It's one of this camp. We got it right there, didn't we, Pat? Like, it was with thank you to Peter Fury, Isaac Chamberlain, Richard Riakporhe, Billy Nelson as well. It's true because listen, it's hard to get him round. So, but we've got a good network of sparring now. But it's, of course, when you go through the levels, we are going to have to get him some international sparring because it's as I say, it's a hard job as it is.
Pat, do you look at guys like Chev Clark and Vidal Riley, and over the next 12 months, you've already said that the better the opponent, the better Pat Brown will be. So is that the way you're kind of looking at it the next 12 months?
Yeah, always the better opponent, the better version of me will be. In terms of looking at names and stuff, I'm not that sort of guy. I never call anyone out. I'm just on my own road, and I'll get there when I get there. Like I said, I'm 26 in 9 days, so I'm a little baby, and I know he was very experienced, but I've still not gone past 4 rounds yet, and you can't get too eager You really can't. And yeah, tonight was just one of them nights, just clipped him, and yeah, he was out of there.
That guy went the distance with Dimitri Bivol, though. How much does that tell you about your progress so far, though?
That was 7 years ago, and he was light heavyweight. There's weight classes for a reason. He's a different sort of fighter now. He's obviously, his style's changed a lot, mature. He's a lot more mature now with his style, but he's still an handful. But yeah, I don't let things like that get to me. I really don't.
Sam, I'll go to you because you are the mouthpiece.
You're saying it's going to get to my head. No, I think if he hits anybody like that in the cruiserweight division, they're going to go on the floor.
Do you look at guys like Chef Clark, Vidal Riley over the next 12 months?
Do you know what? I'm guilty of this. Joe, you get excited. Eddie, he's going to be super excited. He'll message me later on going, oh, let's just get it right with him. Because, as I say, once in a generation fight, they don't come around too often. I really mean that. So let's look at the winner of Hedges against Zorro. That's being contested in December the 18th, is it? December the 18th. So I'm going to go to that fight. And look, I like John Hedges. If he wins that fight, which I think he's capable of doing, but Zorro's a really good fight. I think it's a really, really good fight that I'd like him to vacate the belt because it's not going to be healthy fighting him.
Pat, I'll give you the final word. American debut, just sum that up for me.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. I was saying before, it's more of the switch on, because obviously you got the weather, you got the pool, you got the lovely resort, and all the nice food, and it is, you know, you're on holiday, aren't you, at the same time? And yeah, I really tried taking everything in whilst I've been here. But yeah, today and yesterday, I really switched it on and stuff. So yeah, it's been great. Been treated really well. I love all the loud music and the attitude that they bring. And yeah, before you close up, Dad, come on here, yeah. Bring your crutch. So this is my dad. He runs Sale West Boxing Club, and yeah, he took me to the gym when I was 7 years of age. And he's a very hard-working man. He gets kids off the streets, and this is as loyal as they come, salt of the earth man. And yeah, I brought him to America, business flight, living at home. I'm at the pinnacle of boxing. And yeah, what have you thought about America, Dad?
Love it. I just think it's brilliant, honestly.
Did you know he was special whenever you brought him to the box club at 7?
I knew he was special. I knew he was special when he started getting to 15, 14 and a half, 15. But I could see traces when he was younger.
What made him special? What made him stand out?
He was just, for one, his style. For two, his grit and determination. And number three, most of all, when all his friends were going to parties, he was in the house watching videos of all the greats. And I kept saying to him, Patrick, just go out and enjoy yourself. No, I can't be bothered, Dad. I'm just going to do this.
How proud are you of him?
Me, to the moon and back 10 times. Honestly, I love him, and I love all my kids. But you know, I'm so proud, so proud.
He's Bomber Senior. That's where I've been called Bomber Brown.
So did you give him the power then? Is that where it came from?
Well, either me or his mum, one of the two.
Last one from me, Pat. To be able to bring your dad here, how special is that for you at this stage of your career?
Pinnacle of boxing for me, that. Just taking him here, and he's travelled around Europe and that, but he's never been on a long haul flight, and he's never been business class, neither have I, so we're both on business class together. And yeah, from the hard work since 7 years of age, week in, week out. I used to play rugby, and he was travelling me everywhere around the country with rugby as well, so we've done it together. And
the rugby was a high level as well. The coach at Lim there was Nick Hughes, and he honestly, Nick Hughes said to me, he can get on Saints, and he said, "Oh, are you going?"
Don't be saying this around Sam Jones. He'll be losing him.
And he said, "Oh, you're getting on the boxing," and I said, "Nick, I'm sorry, we're going the boxing route." Yeah. And that's true. That was you won't ever see Nick Hughes, but anyway.
Yeah, thank you, and yeah.
Appreciate your time, lads. Appreciate it. Thank you.
In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. TenexToken. Play smart, play discreet.